What's your I can't believe that worked military moment? I was a supply clerk, bottom of the food chain, when our base in Iraq ran out of everything. No ammunition, no food, no medical supplies. Supply convoy got hit by IEDs 3 days running. We were completely cut off. Captain was losing his mind. Radio calls to headquarters going nowhere. Convoy will arrive when convoy arrives, they kept saying. Meanwhile, we're eating MREs from 2003 and rationing bullets like they're gold bars. That's when I remembered something stupid from civilian life. My dad ran a small business, always complained about bureaucracy. His solution? Go around the system entirely. I had an idea that was either brilliant or career-ending, probably both. See, our base shared a supply depot with a British unit stationed 5 miles away. Different command structure, different supply chain, different problems. Their convoys were getting through fine, but military protocols said we couldn't just trade with them. Had to go through proper channels. Forms, approvals, international agreements would take weeks we didn't have. So I did something completely unauthorized. Grabbed our base's sports equipment budget. We had $2,000 allocated for morale and recreation, meant for footballs and video games. Drove to the British base in a beat-up Humvee. Told the gate guard I was there for international cooperation activities. Technically true. Found their supply sergeant, a guy named Paul from Manchester. Explained our situation. He was sympathetic but couldn't help officially. However, he said with a grin, we've been trying to get American football gear for our lads. Heard it's quite popular. That's when the light bulb went off. Sports equipment trade. Completely legal. No international protocols required. Spent that entire $2,000 on American football gear. Helmets, pads, jerseys, the works. Traded it all to the Brits for ammunition, medical supplies, and food. But here's where it gets crazy. Paul mentioned they had excess winter gear nobody wanted. Afghanistan deployment got canceled. Left them with Arctic equipment in the desert. I traded our volleyball nets for cold weather uniforms, basketball hoops for sleeping bags, ping pong tables for portable heaters. Suddenly we're running a black market sports exchange. British soldiers getting American football lessons in exchange for rifle cleaning kits, soccer balls for field rations. Word spread to other bases. Australian unit wanted baseball equipment. German logistics company needed basketball gear for their rec center. I became an international sports dealer. 3 weeks later, official supply lines reopened. But by then, our base was the best equipped outpost in the region. We had supplies from 6 different countries, all acquired through recreational activities. Captain called me into his office. Expected to get court-martialed. Instead, he shook my hand. I don't know how you did it, and I don't want to know, but you kept this base operational when official channels failed. That's resourcefulness. Got promoted to sergeant. Command created a new position, International Logistics Liaison. My job was officially doing what I'd been doing unofficially. Ended up running sports equipment exchanges across 3 provinces. Built relationships with allied units that improved cooperation on actual military operations. The best part? Those British guys I met became lifelong friends. Paul visited me in Ohio last year. We played American football in my backyard. 6 months after my Sports for Supplies program started, headquarters adopted it as official policy. Called it Coalition Resource Sharing Initiative. Made it sound all professional and planned. They never admitted a desperate supply clerk with a sports budget had invented their new strategy. But every time I see that program mentioned in military journals, I smile. My dad was right. Sometimes the best way around bureaucracy is to ignore it completely. Find what people actually want, give it to them, and watch problems solve themselves. That lesson served me well in civilian life. Started my own business doing international trade. Turns out, knowing how to swap sports equipment for survival gear is surprisingly applicable to real commerce. Still keep a football in my office.